Hi guys, it is Miss Lion here. Today we are back for another day of e-learning and our topic is types of maps. With today's lesson, our main topics are going to be why do we want and need to study the different types of maps, as well as taking a look at the important vocabulary: physical map, political map, special purpose map, and elevation. Let's start with why do we need to study the types of maps? Well, because not every map that we see is useful in every situation. And knowing the different types of maps and what they're good for, it can help us pick the map that is best for what we're trying to find out. And it also allows us to know how to interpret the information a map presents. The first type of map is a physical map. You can see an example of it on the right-hand side of your screen. A physical map is going to show physical or natural features. A very common physical feature to show is elevation, or height above sea level, which you can see on the map to the right based on the colors. In the key in the lower right-hand corner, you see that the highest elevation is marked in red, while the lowest elevation is marked in light green. A physical map may also show landforms, which our map on the right does as well. You can see things like the Great Basin, the Rocky Mountains, the coastal ranges, the Great Plains, the coastal plains. All of those are landforms. Now, how can we use physical maps? Well, one thing we can use them for is to help us answer the question of what does it look like when we get there? The higher the elevation, the more different the terrain, as well as it's just helpful to know what kind of landforms are around. Specifically, an example that I can give is hikers would be interested in this type of map because it can help them see how difficult their hike will be. If they know that they're going to be hiking at 13,000 feet above sea level as an elevation, that's going to be a lot more difficult than a hike that is close to sea level. Our next type of map is a political map. A political map shows political units. So political units are things like countries and states. They can also show capitals, centers of government, major cities. And there's an example of one on the right-hand side over here. This is of the United States. You can see all of the states and their capitals are marked, as well as some of their major cities. So if you take a look at Indiana, we have Indianapolis marked, as well as Fort Wayne. How can we use a political map? Well, we can use them because these maps can help us understand the relative location of different political units and also maybe how the different political units interact due to their proximity to one another. And then the third and final type of map is a special purpose map. A special purpose map shows the location or distribution of human or physical features. There are lots of different kinds of special purpose maps. A few examples are highway maps, presidential election maps, and weather maps. On the right-hand side, you have a presidential election map, and that's from 2012. Each of the blue states that you see represented is a state that as a whole voted for the Democratic candidate in 2012, and then each of the red states is a state that as a whole voted for the Republican candidate in that election. How can we use them? Well, honestly, this depends on what kind of special purpose map you're looking at because it can tell us many different types of information. A good example is before the days of GPS systems in our phones and things like Garmin's, people would go on trips and they would need highway maps to be able to know where to go. Alrighty, let's summarize quickly what we learned. First thing that we learned was that there are three types of maps: physical, political, and special purpose. Physical maps show us what the land looks like. They can show us descriptors such as elevation and landforms. The second type of map we learned about were political maps, and political maps show us the location of different political units such as countries and states. And then the last type of map we learned about was a special purpose map. Special purpose maps show the distribution or location of human or physical features, and these could be anything from election maps showing which candidates won in each state to highway maps and climate maps. And then we did also learn the definition of the word elevation. Elevation tells us how high above sea level we are. Alrighty guys, now that we are done listening to this video lecture, what should we do next? The next thing that we should do is take the Check for Understanding Types of Maps quiz. And do remember that you have 3 attempts, so please use them. Take it while this information is fresh, and using those attempts should help you score the highest score possible for you. Then, after you take the Check for Understanding Types of Maps quiz, go ahead and attempt the Latitude and Longitude Continued Practice quiz. You will also have 3 attempts on this. This helps us as your teachers be able to decide what kind of information we need to continue to review when it comes to latitude and longitude when we are in person in class together. And then last, but certainly not least, and actually incredibly important to your overall success in social studies, is going back in and completing any missing e-learning work. We know it's important to do our e-learning work on the day that it is assigned so that we can be counted as in attendance, but as your overall score goes, it is still really important to get those missing assignments in because they will be graded and put into PowerSchool. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope that you have a great rest of your e-learning day. Please let us know if you need any help, but stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in class next time. Bye.